fresh violence has been reported near Gurugram. And this as there were tensions earlier in Gurugram itself, in one of the areas around 50 kilometers away from Nuh. Now these are the images that are coming from that particular location. This is near sector 70 in Gurugram. There seems to be reports of some shops that have been set on fire. And these images also coming at a very disturbing time, as Gurugram has been rocked by several instances of violence. Just earlier today, my colleagues were reporting from ground zero, where a few sets of shops and eateries seem to have been set on fire. In fact, this comes just a day possibly after the violence that was witnessed in Nuh, in Haryana's Nuh, particularly as the clashes broke out in the Mewat region when a religious procession came under attack. And from what we do know, there have been certain arrests that have been made in this case, but a lot is also being said about how the initial trigger of violence, particularly of what happened in Nuh, was about the social media statements and images that were shared widely about Monu Manesar, one of the cow vigilantes who was supposed to be reportedly present. At least the social media posts claimed that, and that became viral, and that seemed to have become a trigger for the violence to eventually break out. But that being one part, there were eventually the ripple effects have been seen some 50-60 kilometers away from the epicenter of that violence in Nuh of Haryana. Now the instances over the last 12 hours reported from Gurugram. This is in sector 70, where shops and certain eateries were reported to have been set on fire. And eventually we also, just now the visuals that are emerging of sector 70, where similar incidents seem to have taken place. We don't have particular details on what triggered this immediately, what was the immediate cause for this instance of violence.